founding fathers fought and died for our posterity, for white Americans, and we're being driven out. The Islamification of Europe is particularly aimed at the destruction of white people.
You are a bigot, and you are a racist, and you are an Islamophobe. And although you live here, I want you to know as mayor, you are not welcome here.
They even tried to burn the Holy Quran. They are un-American.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, sahabat semuanya. Suasana tegang menyelimuti ruang rapat Dewan Kota Dearborn setelah aksi pembakaran Al-Quran oleh seorang aktivis anti-muslim yang memicu kemarahan publik dan kekacauan di kota yang mayoritas penduduknya adalah muslim. Pada malam hari setelah protes, gedung pemerintahan kota dipadati oleh warga, aktivis, dan kelompok penentang aksi kebencian. Mereka memenuhi ruang rapat untuk menyampaikan langsung kekhawatiran mereka kepada wali kota dan anggota dewan.
In 1900, the world was 30% white. Fast forward 125 years, we are down to 7%. The Islamification of Europe is particularly aimed at the destruction of white people. You guys don't live like we do. We don't want you in our country. We will come and eat your shawarma in Somalia, okay? We don't need it here in Michigan. We don't need it in any part of America. We have a right to self-determination. Our founding fathers fought and died for our posterity, for white Americans, and we're being driven out. You come here and you marry 4 or 5 women and you outbreed us. You change the laws. You make all of our country look like the places that you fled from. We don't want you here. Respectfully, get the out of my country.
My name is Anthony Deegan, longtime Dearborn resident. I just want to say I kind of went into the march midstream and have seen everything that's taken place. And this is a religious conversation today. And I think that God is extremely grieved. I've seen hate, I've seen anger, I've seen a lot of pride. In the cross, we see the embodiment of Christ. We see the embodiment of Christianity. It's love, it's self-sacrifice, it's humility. And we've seen today and in the past few weeks, hate, self-serving of the highest order in many camps. And we've seen pride and arrogance. I got a chance to talk to one of the people who tried to burn a Quran, and as a Christian, as somebody involved in ministry who reads the Bible, I say to myself, how does this serve anything? How does this help anything? And so I asked him, where do you find this in the New Testament? Is this emulating Christ? Does this change hearts and minds for Christ? Are you doing what Jesus would do? And he said, no, he doesn't find it in the New Testament, and he doesn't care. And to attach one's name to Christ and do that is maligning the name of Christ.
My name is Lauren Linderman. I live in West Dearborn on Nowland Street, and I love my neighborhood. I love my city. I'm American. My family has been in America since the 1640s. My family has been in Dearborn for 200 years. Anyone that's familiar with Dearborn will recognize my last name, Linderman, as well as the other last names in my family, like Van Houten, proudly in association with Detroit Police and Wayne County Homeland Security. My husband's last name, Serta. My great-grandpa built some of the homes here. My family's buried in the cemetery on Outer Drive and Military. My grandpa, great-uncles, great-grandpa, great-great-grandpa, and my father-in-law served in Vietnam, Korea, World War II, World War I, and the Civil War, all under the American military. My beautiful grandmother made machine guns while my grandfather was deployed. I am 5th-generation Dearborn High graduate, and my grandma's brother was the mayor of Dearborn Heights, and his daughter is the Honorable Judge Van Houten in Detroit. Yes, I am Muslim. No, I am not Arab. Neither is my husband, and my husband was also not born Muslim. And I know that that's a lot to take in, but I hope that the protesters can watch this back and rewind it to kind of break down some of the stereotypes that they have here tonight. I'd also like to say that I was raised fundamental Baptist for 21 years of my life. My parents still are. I've been Muslim for 7, and I'm married into a family of Mexican Catholics. And let me tell you, none of my loving family has ever acted like some of the ignorant people here have tonight, and I can tell you that they never will.
Di esok harinya di depan gedung pemerintahan Dearborn, Wali Kota Abdullah Hamid memimpin konferensi pers besar yang dihadiri para tokoh politik, pemuka agama dan pemimpin komunitas. Mereka berkumpul untuk satu tujuan, menunjukkan bahwa Dearborn tetap bersatu menghadapi provokasi dan kebencian.
Earlier this week, our city was once again targeted for simply being who we are. They did so in hopes of manufacturing outrage, to divide neighbors, to use our city as a staging ground for clicks, for views, for political stunts. Because our coexistence is threatening to those who reject the most sacred of all American ideals, that we are created equal, and that we are all entitled to a place in the American story. We are gathered on historic Altar Road, where every day these beautiful houses of worship open their doors to all members of the Dearborn family. Dearborn has always been a city of families who came here seeking opportunity. Lebanese and Yemeni families, Polish and Irish and Italian families, Black, Latino, Muslim, Christian, Jewish families. Generations of immigrants and generations of veterans. We are many stories woven into one American fabric, the fabric of the American flag. So let me say it clearly, without hesitation or qualification. Dearborn's doors are open to everyone. Whether you are Muslim, whether you are Christian, whether you are Jewish, people of all faiths or no faith at all, you are welcome here.
Pada akhirnya rangkaian protes dan aksi kebencian yang mengguncang Dearborn bukan hanya menyisakan luka, tetapi juga membuka mata banyak orang tentang pentingnya persatuan. Kota ini menunjukkan bahwa ketika prasangka mencoba memecah belah, masyarakat bisa bangkit bukan dengan kekerasan, tetapi dengan solidaritas. Di tengah provokasi, warga dari berbagai latar belakang berdiri bahu-membahu, menyuarakan bahwa martabat setiap agama harus dihormati, bahwa perbedaan bukan alasan untuk saling menyerang, dan bahwa Amerika yang sesungguhnya adalah tempat di mana semua orang apapun keyakinannya berhak merasa aman. Dan meski gelombang protes belum sepenuhnya reda, satu pesan kini jelas terdengar. Kebencian mungkin mengusik, tapi solidaritaslah yang akhirnya akan menang.